Hi everybody, this is Tanya Ortiz. I'm gonna give a little bit of my story in this video. Today marks a very I survived anniversary, and I'm gonna give you guys my story. I'm sorry, I'm looking in and I see some flyaway hairs. 2 years ago, I was in a really bad place in my life. Really bad place. Basically, many of you know, I split up with my ex, and when you have, people look at me now, and I have some people say, oh, what you're doing, you're in a scam. The scam was when they told me the lie. That was the lie of my life. They were like, go to school, get good grades, you get your degree, and then you get a job. Okay, so I did that. I went to school, I got good grades, I got a degree, and I got a job. And the scam was because I was out of the workforce for 10 years, nobody would hire me. And so I wanted to work, and I was applying for jobs, and nobody would hire me. And then I went to severe depression. And then I had a $5,000 wedding ring that I had to pawn for $150 to eat. Okay, because I was hungry. Many of you are not hungry. People look at my life now, and they're like, I want your life. I'm like, no, you don't. Because they weren't hungry. Okay, I was hungry. When you literally need to eat and you need to figure out what you're going to do to eat, because that $150 that I pawned my wedding ring for, $150 in food does not last long. So I had to figure out something. I started to grind. And then I started to watch people. See, I put on my personal Facebook last week because I was number 3 in my company. I said success follows success. And I have about 4,000 people on my Facebook, and not even 10% got that hint. Success follows success, right? So when I was sitting there and I was thinking of ways like I got to build my income up, because, my ex had a very good income. I was a housewife with no money. He had a very good income, and many of you know that I live in a very nice house, $2,000 mortgage. It was like, well, how am I going to pay my bills? So I sat back and I watched. And I watched some people online. It was a guy named Rodney, another guy named Reginald. And I watched these guys. And I saw them making the money. I saw, they would be in companies, and it would be what I'm on the leaderboard, the top 10 of the company. And I saw the checks and the houses. And I said, if they could do that, I could do that. And what do I have to lose? And there's a reason I'm telling my story. Like I said, today it hit me kind of hard, because I was like, I have time freedom and money freedom, and I don't take that for granted, because there was a time where I had all the time in the world, but I didn't have any money to utilize my time and do what I want when I want. And then there was a time before that when I was in the workforce and I had the money, but I didn't have any time, and now I have time freedom and money freedom. But going back to the story of why today hit me so hard is because 2 years ago, I made a decision. This was 2 years ago. This was the week. Not 2 years ago. I'm sorry. It was last year. It was last year I made a decision. I had somebody in my house, my ex, making a very good income. And I was like, get out. Get out. Exit my house. Now, for many women, that would be scary. Because again, I drive a luxury car. I have a $2,000 mortgage. It's like, how am I going to pay the bills? How am I going to pay the bills? But I put myself in a position that when I was able to make the split, it was not financial devastation. And that's powerful. And I look back, all this week, the last couple of days, I just felt really different. And I was like, something is up. What is up? What is up? And then I realized this was the week that I survived. This was the week that, as somebody who worked from home, was able to pay the bills for a solid year, easy, just, I survive. And I tell you my story because there's a lot of people who look at me. They look at the Tanya now. They look at me now. My friends joke at me because in the middle of the day, I might just go shopping, or, I might just go out to eat or do what I want. I'm able to do things now that 2 years ago I didn't take for granted, 2 years ago when the relationship was going downhill, I was in a panic mode. What am I going to do? And I put myself in a position. I didn't even have the $20 to do todaygetpaid.com. I didn't even have the money. I had to borrow $20. Now, when you got to borrow $20, you know that you have to do something different. And I remember Somebody said to me, Tanya, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting something different to happen. Because there's many of you're doing the same thing day in and day out, and you're expecting a change, but you're doing the same thing day in and day out. And that's why on every single video, I'm telling people go to todaygetpaid.com, because that was my life changer. That was where nobody would hire me. Okay, I had already put in all the applications. When it gets to the point where you're going to McDonald's and, you know, Dollar General and Burger King and Food Lion, you know, I shopped Food Lion down the street, and it was all a blessing, thank God. I'm glad those people didn't hire me, because if they didn't hire me, I wouldn't be where I am today. I would be number 3 at personal sales with DSD. You know, I would not have time freedom and money freedom. So it was a blessing. But I want people to know where I was coming from. See, I didn't have, you know, what was I going to say? I didn't have, you know, when a year ago when I made my split with my ex, you know, like I said, I have a $2,000 mortgage. So it's just like I put myself in a position where I was able to do that. And I'm doing this video because I want many of you to know, if I could do it, and if I could survive, that you could do it too. And there's a lot of people who watch my videos, and, you know, I don't like it when people cry about money, because they don't know my situation, my story. And that's why I tell you guys my story, that if I could do it, you know, if I could learn how to drop ship off of Amazon to eBay and take the course and go out, and I was so pathetic in my life, I didn't even have $20. I had to borrow the $20, you know, to do it, that if I could do it where I was in my life, you could do it. And a lot of you, all I hear is, I always tell people, excuses are results, but you can't have both. I even heard, oh, well, I don't have Wi-Fi. I don't care about that. You know why? Because this is how I upload my videos. The people who are my admins in my Facebook group know I don't have Wi-Fi, okay? I have no Wi-Fi. I literally, when I do a video, I tether my phone to the computer, and like when I finish cutting this video, I'll actually drive 5 miles down the road. I'll go to my mom's house. I will upload the video, hijacking her Wi-Fi so to upload quicker. You know why? Because it was where there's a will, there's a way. And I know that that's what I have to do to make things work. So again, I'm just putting my story out there, because again, a lot of times people are looking at the Tanya now, but this was not the Tanya 2 years ago when I put myself and made a decision that, you know, the definition of insanity was doing the same thing, expecting something different. And then a year later, when I made the split with my ex, financially, I was in a position that I could do it. And I tell this story because I know there's a lot of women out there. There's a lot of women out there, and maybe some men, who are in my position, who, you know, you're applying for jobs, you can't get a job, or maybe you were where I was 3 years ago, where you just had to stay in a situation that you didn't want to be into because you didn't have the money to get out. That's where I was 3 years ago. I didn't want to be in the relationship, but I had no money. When you don't have any money, your options are limited, you know, and I had you know, 3 animals, 3 cats, no, at that time I had 3 cats and 2 dogs, but I was like, okay, where am I going to go? Who, you know, I had been out of the workforce, no money. Who's going to rent to somebody with 3 cats and 2 dogs? And then, you know, I didn't have any money. I didn't have a job. So I was kind of stuck. It's not a good place to be in. And that's why I'm doing this video to say, if I survived it, people, if I could do it, and in just, you know, from 2 years ago, 2 years when I made the decision, I signed up today. I remember it was November 2 years ago, 2014. I did it. I asked my dad, I said, hey, I need to borrow $20. He wrote me a check out, took the check, my phone, Bank of America, deposited, and it was my life changer. And that's why you guys see me doing videos saying, this changed my life. This changed my life. A $20 decision changed my life. And I know if it changed my life, it could change yours as well. So again, success follows success. Go to my personal Facebook page, you'll see that I'm now number 3 in a company. And that's a lot, because you figure this company has hundreds of thousands of people. I'm number 3 in the entire company. That is a lot. So again, for those of you who are financially struggling, if you're watching my videos and you're a YouTube subscriber, there's no reason at all that you should be struggling. If you're working 40 hours and you need that extra income because you don't want to work another 20 hours, then you need to go to todaygetpaid.com. You sign up, you take a screenshot of where it says pro and my information, and you send me a Facebook message that says add me to the FSN group, Freedom Success Network. Add me to the FSN group. Send me a screenshot as well as a private message. And I'm just doing this video to let you guys know if I survived it, if I went through, there was a point in my life just 2 years ago where I didn't have food and I had to pawn. I had a $5,000 wedding ring, had to pawn it for food, and then after that I had to still think, how am I going to eat? I mean, when you get that hungry, you'll do what you have to do to make things work. And I have a lot of people say, well, Tanya's $20. I don't have $20. I don't have $20 a month. What if, to me, I was like, what if it does work? What if this does change my life? You know, because again, success follows success. So when you look at somebody and they're successful, the only thing that I thought is, what if I'm like that guy, Rodney, who I see with the, you know, the yellow Lamborghini? If I'm like that guy, Reginald, you know, who's top of the company? What if I could do it too? So again, if you guys want to know, it changed my life. It's a drop shipping company. It's a training platform. It'll teach you how to drop ship from home utilizing Amazon and eBay. So go to www.todaygetpaid.com. Drop the $20. And then if you're on Facebook, send me a private message saying add me to the FSN group with a screenshot where it has my information and it says after you sign up, and with a Facebook friend request. Now, this is a worldwide company. I have YouTubers all over the world who watch me. This is not for only people in America. If you are on YouTube, you're in a whole nother country, and if you can get on eBay and you can get on Amazon and PayPal, bam, sign up. All right? todaygetpaid.com. So again, I wanted you guys to share my story because I know a lot of people look at the Tanya now, but people don't know the Tanya that was 2 and 3 years ago. People don't know the Tanya that was a year ago, because a year ago I put myself from 2 years ago in a very good position. So when I had to make the break, I could do it. You know, 3 years ago I wanted to do that, but I couldn't because I didn't have any income. This is not a good position to be in. So again, this is what gave me time freedom and money freedom, people. And it's www.todaygetpaid.com. I'm going to ask that you guys share this video. And I'm going to ask that you share the video because you don't know who you could bless with information. It could be somebody out there who's financially scrapping and struggling. And if you share this video, that $20 program that changed my life might change somebody else's life as well. I always say knowledge is power. So take care. God bless. And again, I have a Facebook group, 27,000 people. I'm going to ask if for all my YouTubers, and I have never asked this before, but I want everybody just to keep me in your prayers for strength and peace. That is what I pray for a lot of people online, but this week I'm asking for strength and peace. So again, take care. God bless. www.todaygetpaid.com. Let it change your life just like it's changed my life. Take care. Goodbye.